I had an epiphany, and it's not about Christmas or Jesus. It's about Donald Trump and the tax cuts. See, here's what I discovered. Now, we know Donald Trump, and the narrative about him is that he's, of course, a hater of everyone other than himself. He's a racist, he's a misogynist, he's a xenophobe, a homophobe, a bigot. I mean, whatever word you can come up with, pretty much he hates everybody but himself, which is confusing to me because the tax cuts really are for everybody else. I mean, it's a good thing for most Americans. And so it doesn't fit the narrative of a guy who only thinks about himself. But then here's where the epiphany comes from. I was watching the news this week, and there was a protest outside Trump International Plaza in New York. Now, there always is every day. But this particular day, I was watching, and Santa Claus was a part of the protest, had a little sign that said impeach Trump. They even interviewed him. And it dawned on me, wait a minute, that's what these tax cuts are about. You see, Donald Trump hates Santa Claus. Now that fits the narrative. And so if you're asking yourself, why was he so adamant about these tax cuts becoming law right at Christmas time? Huh? Listen, unnamed sources for inside the Trump administration say that a couple of months ago, he was literally pounding his fists on the desk and just screaming obscenities and hatred towards Santa Claus. And we said, we have to do something to just bring this guy down, to reduce his approval ratings. I mean, Trump just couldn't stand him. And certainly has reasons. I mean, number one, he's an illegal immigrant. Number two, I mean, everybody talks about all this good that he does, but he only comes one day out of the year. And worse, to Trump, you got moms and dads out there working hard to, buy these gifts for their kids, and yet Santa gets the credit. I mean, it's no wonder Trump would hate this guy. So the reason the tax cuts came when they did is because he wanted to just take some of the glory away from Santa. Do something that would make people look a little more favorable towards him than Santa. Ah, I'm so smart sometimes. This fits the Trump narrative perfectly. All I can say is, man, Easter Bunny, you're warned.